Hi, my name is Jake, and welcome to Anxiety Diaries. So, you know a little bit more about me. I'm 22, I live in Washington State, and I personally have suffered from bipolar disorder, general anxiety disorder, PTSD, and panic disorder. Today, we're going to be talking about triggers and trigger warnings, and whether tagging your triggers is making us weaker as individuals, or whether in modern social networking, if it's too convenient not to. A trigger, if you don't know, is basically anything in your environment that exacerbates a disorder that you have. I don't know about you, but I'm on Tumblr pretty much nonstop. And the great thing about Tumblr is that the users are pretty great about tagging their triggers. What that means is when someone posts pictures of food, a news story about rape or sexual assault, in their tags under their post, they'll put something like hashtag TW colon and the trigger, or trigger warning, something like that. That's what TW stands for, is trigger warning. And with a plugin for Chrome called Tumblr Savior, plug for Tumblr Savior because I love it, you as the primary user can put in things that you don't want to see on your dash, right? So you could, if you don't want to see things about Attack on Titan, you can type in Attack on Titan. You won't see any posts that are tagged Attack on Titan. If you have body image issues or an eating disorder, you can tag food, anorexia. You can tag not safe for work. You can tag nudity. You can tag anything that would make you uncomfortable as a user. So you can follow the people that you really love to follow, but without the added anxiety or self-doubt or anything like that that would come from stuff you just don't want to see. Hey Jake, if we tag all our triggers and trigger warnings, won't we never have to deal with our emotions and ignore our problems and turn into a bunch of sissies? No. No. Absolutely not. No. No. 100% no. No. I'll speak as someone who has a great deal of anxiety and a great deal of post-traumatic stress. Tagging your triggers is the best thing you could ever do for me. If you care about your followers, tag your triggers. That's the end of it. Like, when you don't tag your triggers, you're gonna have someone who follows you with a disorder seeing your post, and even if you don't have a follower that has a disorder that sees your post and gets triggered, if you tagged your post with other things and someone has Tumblr Savior and they're following certain tags and they see your post, but you didn't tag it with something trigger-wise, they're gonna see that no matter what. And that's kind of not cool. You're creating a huge amount of stress and anxiety in a person just like you, trying to go on their favorite site just like you, trying to live a normal life just like you, but not tagging triggers is making it difficult for them to be as normal as they're trying. Now, I'll tell you, I've had a couple episodes on the internet where things aren't properly labeled. I run into them, stumble across them, and I'm like, that's it. That's my day. I'm done. Good night. And the less that can happen for people, the better the internet will be. In real life conversations, you can't tag your triggers. So what I ask of you and for everyone is just to be considerate in the privacy of your own home or with friends that you know this situation, you know how they feel and how they think. You know, be free to say what you want, because you should always be free to say what you want. But in public, with people you don't know and you don't know their stories, just be considerate. Try to be kind. Try to be thoughtful. Basically, just don't be a dick. And you're cool. I think you're cool. That's our introduction to triggers and trigger warnings. In conclusion, tag your triggers. Please tag your triggers. Do it for me. Do it for everyone. Next week, Zach will be talking a little bit about triggers in response to what I've said. And I'll see you all later. Tumblr is really based around personality, and if you don't have a themed blog, you can post whatever your heart desires, like whatever you're into. Like my blog is a mess. It's just an absolute mess. It's not themed, um, and that's why no one follows me.